All right, all right, all right. Mic check, mic check. Hello, everybody. Yes, this is Illusion Weaver here. Today it's just going to be me. Bill is stuck on an airplane and he got delayed and he probably won't make it. So he might pop in later, but we're going to have to start with just me today. Uh, okay, let me first see if you guys can hear me okay. Okay, sound is good according to the great Leppy. So let's do this. This is going to be a very nice one. What we will cover today, we will talk about the first export tickets that are going to be awarded, September referral race winners, top 100 explorer, first Cubieverse NFTs sold, the GHH coin quest, the new interaction radius system, fountain structures, changes to printing, more referral rewards, and of course, we save the best for last. We are going to spill some, but of course, not all the beans of Halloween. So let's get into it. Right, here we go. So in September was the first month where we are having the export tickets awarded to our best hunters and builders. So for September, the winners are number one on Global Hunter leaderboard was Zano1, and number one on Global Builder was Stronger. So both of these players will later this month receive a $100 Solana export ticket. So congratulations to these two. But that is not all. We had some more export tickets to give away. Here we go. Also, the first 5 who completed the adventure road with the adventure pass active, they will also receive a $50 export ticket. And that those are those 5. Somebody's name I cannot pronounce, so we just call him Raichu from Canada, Team Tanager from El Salvador, Little Loquito from USA, Vandal from El Salvador, and Persot from Canada. So it really warms my heart to see 2 El Salvadorian hunters in this top 5. Super awesome. Great job, guys. So you have a $50 export ticket coming your way. Then we also selected 5 random players out of everybody who finished Adventure Road. And those are Aaron from USA, then CHW from Denmark. Super cool to see one of our European players in the mix. So well done. Scoot Dog 7, Frank Imp, and F1 Key from Canada. So each of these players will receive a $20 Solana export ticket very shortly. Then let's talk about the referral race. So September was our first referral race, and a couple of people really went for it. And here are the winners. So the top 10 referrals race winners of September. Number one, and this was a really epic battle between number one and number two during the entire month. So they both really worked hard and they were like leapfrogging over each other. But in the end, Persaud took the number one position, and he is the first hunter that will receive the epic origami Princess QB blueprint. I don't know if he's here, Persaud, but if you are, I can't wait for you to print it so people can see the animation. It's incredible. And then number 1 to 10, each of these players, they will get 5 big tickler loot boxes and a $25 export ticket. So those players are Persaud, Zep, Dan CHW, Anakura, Beast Mode, Mace, then some dude I don't even know who that is, Bitcoin Brock, Marco, and Hodor. Congratulations to all of these players. And we really like the referral race, so we are holding one again right now. In fact, if you decide to go for the referral race in this month, October, you get a double whammy because you also get 500,000 GHH for each referral you create active in this month. So this is a very good month to do a referral race. Right, next up, top 100 explorers. So it's been a year since we launched the Cubieverse, and in that year, over the last 12 months, we checked who explored the Cubieverse the most, who got the most explorer points, and we put that in a global leaderboard here. And the top 100 will should already received their epic Sir Huntington achievement QB, which is a really cool cubie. And it has one of the best animations we ever done, and I like it so much, we're just going to play it. So this is what Sir Huntington Cubie, what the players who were in the top 100 for exploring the Cubieverse in the last 12 months. It's full of little callbacks to previous cubies and resources. So it's really fun. All right, there we go. Now, okay, so a little bit more about the 100 Explorers. So now we're going to reset this, and for the next 12 months, we're going to have another top 100. So October 2025, the top 100 by then will get another epic. So every year we'll create a new epic Explorer QB for the top 100. Okay. Let's talk about how are we doing with NFTs. I think previous Hunter Lodge of the one before, we announced that we have we're working on getting NFTs active in the Cubieverse, and I'm happy to state today that the first chapter of that plan has been executed. You can now go to an advanced print shop and export any of your digital art pieces you collected in the Cubieverse as NFTs on the Solana blockchain, and a handful of players have already done that. Not only that, we also got our first collection on Magic Eden live. Magic Eden is like the largest marketplace for NFTs on Solana. So we have the Cubieverse collection there, and so if you export one of your NFTs to your Solana wallet, you can then go to Magic Eden, connect the same wallet that contains the NFT you just exported, and you can actually put it up for sale on the marketplace. And I'm happy to report that a couple of days ago, the first transaction between two players that sold one of these NFTs to each other happened like last week. Was recorded on the blockchain and everything. I think it went for $15 or something. So you can now literally take digital property out of this game and trade it on the blockchain outside of the game for Solana. Of course, this is just us testing the waters with the digital art. But what we're doing now, we're just making sure that everything works and works well before we go to the next phase. And the next phase will be being able to export your cubies. And then we're talking about a whole different thing. And cubies have tremendous utility in the game right now, which is already better than 99.9999% of all the other NFT projects. And the cubies look super cute. They have really cool looking animations. So if they start trading on external marketplaces, who knows what's going to happen. I'm super excited about that, to see some digital goods being transacted on a transparent blockchain. Okay, let's keep going. I have a lot to cover today. And we have our first coin quest live, right? You already noticed this in the game. And this is the second part of our shift that we did away from gift cards. I explained last time gift cards were really not working. Players didn't really seem to be interested in them at all. So what we're doing now is we have a two-part system, right? We have the export tickets that with bigger rewards, like up to $100, but we only give away those to the top players who achieve something monumental each month. But then next to that, we have our coin quest, and the coin quests are designed to be accessible to everybody. And you will notice that today, even a new player who starts playing today, as soon as they open a white vault, there will be some GHH coming out of that. So it's easy to collect the token. You just need to collect enough to reach the cap that you need, 3 million, which is really not that hard, because if you open the banners, they have 300,000 GHH in each. So 10 of these and you're good. Sure, the questions are a little bit hard, but of course the community is the most awesome community on the planet. So they already made a collection of all the different questions. So if you want to practice before you go out, go to the wiki, I believe, and they already have all the GHH questions right there. So you can practice before you go out. If you don't like that and it's too much work, then you can just grind it out on white vaults, right? They give a lot less, but you can just keep going until you hit 3 million. Once you have 3 million, don't forget you have to go and take it to a terminal. The terminals right now are spawned only on ATMs, but next week we're going to hopefully be able to spawn more, and they will be on banks as well. So right now the density is a little light. We want to have a little bit more terminals spawn on the map. So next week it should be happening. So once you have 3 million, go to a terminal, and there you can actually register for the drop by dropping your 3 million tokens into the terminal. Then you have to pay 100 crystal key fee, which is about $1. You can either get crystal keys from the shop, or you can earn it by grinding Cubie coins and then going to a vending machine. So 2 ways. If you want it right now, buy it from the shop. If you want to just grind a little bit, you can just grind it out. Once you're signed up for the airdrop, for the coin drop, sorry, then you just need to wait until the end of the event. And then if we reach at least 1,000 players who signed up, then the drop will happen and everybody will get their 3 million tokens. So this is how that works. We have a $50,000 prize pool. No expert tickets needed, right? The expert tickets are only for the big prizes, for the top hunters and top builders. The coin quests are designed to be accessible to anybody, accessible to all players. And you also don't need to be account level 10 to sign up for in the terminals, right? Also, 2 ways to earn the tokens I just explained: hunting and referring. All white vaults are dropping 25,000 GHH right now, and the blue vaults are replaced with these banners. So if you find one of those, find them, solve the trivia, and earn 300,000. You can do that up until 3 million. If you want to have more, it's possible. You can go over 3 million if you refer new players to the game. And as long as they become active during October, which means they upgraded their HQ to level 2. So referring alone is not enough. You need to mentor them a little bit and guide them to their first steps in the Cubieverse to get them to HQ level 2, which is not that hard. Then you will receive 500,000 GHH per active referral. So that is these quests, these coin quests, we want to make them available as wide as possible, so they're available in all of these countries. I think this is 38 or 28. Okay, so we need help from the community. We really want to make sure that this first coin quest goes very well. We want to reach our goal, because if we reach our goal, we can do this again, and we have a bunch of other coin quests lined up. So let's start with the success. So please do your best to sign up friends and colleagues, and like I said, the referral rewards this month are pretty juicy. So and the game right now is in a very good state, in my opinion. So we worked a lot on the new player experience, and I feel like it's much improved compared to where it was a year ago. So you should have no problem getting somebody to start playing the game, and they will actually like it. It feels really good right now, the new player experience. So sign them up and let's get to 1,000, right? That's the goal. Let's do it. Okay. This I kind of explained this already a little bit. So this is what once you have collected the 3 million, you just need to go find one of these terminals, and then you need to enter your Solana compatible wallet address. And I understand one of the reasons why some people are struggling is they never done this. So what I'll do is next week I'll write a guide, step-by-step guide on how to install a Solana wallet and copy paste the address into this terminal right here. So that you can look out for that next week. Okay, so those are the coin quests. Let's talk about something else. This is a really big improvement coming to the game, because it drastically makes the game more fun in a lot of situations. And for example, let's say you're in a hurry and you're waiting for the bus and you're sitting there. You're not right now where the game is at, you might open the game, but you see a bunch of vaults around you, but none of them are in interaction distance, so you can't really do anything with it. So you just put your phone back because you can't just start hunting. You're waiting for the bus. With this new system, the lower tier vaults have a much higher interaction radius. That means that no matter where you are, if you whip out the game, most likely you will be able to hit a couple of vaults before you have to move. And this is really this changes the game. I play tested this myself in Europe, and I was surprised how much I liked it. It just makes it more worthwhile to wherever you are and you're just waiting for something or you're standing in line. Oh, let me see if there's nothing here. I can just open up the game and you grab a couple of vaults. It's really good. So this is how that's going to work. The new interactive radio system. Keep in mind, right now everything is set at 30 meters, right? So white vaults will be drastically increased. They will now have an interaction radius of 200 meters. Blue vaults 100 meters. Green vaults 50 meters, and trade shacks also 50 meters. Everything else stays as is. Of course, if you do a sushi quest, you need to be inside the sushi restaurant. And if you want to do yellow vault, you need to actually go to the actual yellow vault. Same with green vaults, like 50 meters, you pretty much need to be on there. But white vaults are much more forgiving now, so a lot of vaults that are inaccessible will now be accessible, and it also makes the game so much easier to demo it to your friends and family and colleagues. So if you want to refer, no matter where you are, you can just open up the game, and you're most likely at least be able to open one or two vaults and show them how the game works without having to take them on a walk. So this is really a big change, but it makes the game way more fun. You will see. So this will happen somewhere in October. Right. Who's ready to start building? Let me do a little poll in the chat here. Let's see in the chat who has a white vault or a blue vault ready on a fountain tag, ready to go. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, there we go. It's a 1 minute delay. All right, that's a lot of people ready to build fountains. That's fantastic. So let's see what they do. New basic structure, the Lucky Fountain, will be in the shop this month. You have to build it on a tag type fountain, and it needs a white level 10 volt or above. We're going to change the system, and I'm hopeful that we also can launch with this, but the system would be that if you go past the requirements, you can still build on it. So some people already build a blue on a fountain, for example. That should still work. This does require a little bit of a revamp of the whole system, so I'm not 100% sure it's going to be ready, but if it's not, then support will help you. But eventually, the requirements will be level 10 or above, or like white level 10 or above, yeah. So the base cost is 500 crystal keys, so times your country modifier. So for USD, that will be 1,000 crystal keys for a fountain. 3 unique stamps, 5% kickback like usual. Staff a fountain with a QB that has element water. Here are a couple of examples. Resource World QB, of course, the water elemental. I'm definitely going to put a water elemental in my fountain. I think that's just perfect in my opinion. So that's how you build it. What does it do? You can throw blue keys into the fountain to make a wish. You can do this as many times as you want. You can put keys in over and over. Every time you throw a key in, the fountain will show you 3 random trivia categories. If you like any of these 3, pick them, and now they are pinned for 30 to 40 minutes, which means that every time you open a vault in that time period, that category will always be one of the 3. Why would this be useful? This is very useful in some cases, where, for example, when it's happy hour, super useful. You can just pin the happy hour category and make out like a bandit. Or for the daily quest in multiple occasions, like if the daily quest is like get 5 sports trivia, correct? Boom, just go and pin the sports category. The time of this the time of this fountain buff is 30 minutes, but you can increase it by leveling up the Cubie that's stuffed inside it. All right, that's the fountain buff. Changes to printing. Right, this is another change we're making based on the feedback from new players. What we noticed that in the new countries, a lot of players, they got stuck because they had to print the QB for upgrading HQ to level 5, and they couldn't find a print shop. We didn't have that problem in USA and Canada because we had really accurate data sets, and we just said, you know what, let's just put a print shop on every Target and every Walmart, right? So it was very easy for players. They just need to say, go and look at your Walmart and you'll find one. And Walmarts are everywhere, right? But in other countries, we didn't have those data sets. So we tried our best, but it doesn't work for everybody. So in some areas, people might be really into the game and they'll really love the game, but then they get stuck because they can't print. So in order to fix this, we are going to make some changes to printing. What's going to happen is we're going to move the functionality of the basic print shops and we're going to move them to your headquarters. So from your headquarters, you will be able to print common and rare QBs. This functionality on the headquarters will unlock at level 2, so fairly quickly. But there is a limit. You can only print one QB a day, and you can't print epic QBs from your HQ. Now, as a side effect of this is that we're going to remove all the basic print shops from the map, which will free up a lot of real estate because a lot of people were trying to build something, but they couldn't because it was too close to an existing print shop. So it's going to be freed up, and go ahead and build whatever you wanted to build there, no problem. And then the secondary thing too is we're going to add a new perk to purchasing the adventure pass, and players who purchase the adventure pass, they can print unlimited amount of common and rare QBs from the HQ. However, everything else like printing epic QBs, stamping structure blueprints that need more than one stamp, and minting NFTs, those functionalities will only be available from advanced print shops. So there is still a real big need for advanced print shops. But at least as a new player, you will not get stuck anymore. You will be able to print your first little common QBs and look at them and say, oh, so nice. And then you see somebody with a legendary and you're like, what the hell? Okay, I'm going off topic here. All right, with the referral rewards. Let's see what we're doing. First of all, we're going to have another October referral race. So the same thing. We're going to have rewards for the top 10. Number 1 to 10, they each will get 5 big ticket reward boxes plus $25 Solana export tickets. And the number 1 at the end of this month will get the second blueprint of the epic origami princess. So let's see who it's going to be. Keep in mind, this month, you not only you get all this if you get in the top 10, you'll also get 500,000 GHH for each referral. And we're also boosting the rewards. Here's what's going to happen. Let's say you have 10 referrals. Each time any of them purchase crystal keys, whatever the amount is, 1% of the amount goes to you. Each time any of your referrals receive Cubie coins, let's say they sell something, let's say Manel sells something in the auction house for 1 million Cubie coins, then whoever referred him will get 10,000 Cubie coins. Each time any of your referrals receive tokens from CoinQuest, 1% goes to you. So this is a really, really big boost to our referral system. And yeah, I guess you can say we want you guys to refer new people. We feel that the game is now in a really good spot. We are monitoring the feedback from new players who never even knew about this game like 3 weeks ago, and they just started playing, and they are really having a blast right now. So we finally think we hit a good spot. So now we're just gonna crank it up. Oh yeah, so the last part here though, the coin quest tokens, that only will go into effect at the next coin quest, because this one is already on its way. Okay. Well, there's only one more thing to do, right? Discuss Halloween. Okay. Okay. Halloween is our most infamous event, and it's right around the corner. Let's go back in time a little bit. You know, last year we had the Scarecrow, and the year before we had the zombie, I believe, and uh, no, wait a minute, and the skeleton. Yeah, skeleton. So anybody can guess what's hiding behind the question mark? It's unfinished drawing. I didn't. Our team didn't finish it in time, but let's see. Okay, okay. Kevo Strings is in a good direction here. Yeah. Yeah, all right, let's take a look. October. Halloween will run this year. Will start October 25th and November 3rd. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's take a look at how it works, right? We have a lot of new players, so they have never seen a Halloween. So the way it works is you have to spawn a cauldron, find it, it will emanate a sonar pulse like the buddy quest. Find it, stir it, earn the rewards. If you spawn one, let your local hunters know about it, because you can also hit other people's cauldrons. Very important. How do you spawn a cauldron? Right, you have to walk. Um, so start walking, start solving vaults. And then every time you solve a vault, you have a medium chance to spawn a common cauldron. When you do spawn a common cauldron, they will be on the map for 4 hours, then they're gone. You have a small chance doing the same thing. Oh, okay, hold on. You do this until you advance in the quest chain to the point where you can unlock rare cauldrons. Once you unlock that, at that moment, not only can you spawn commons, you also have a chance to spawn rare cauldrons. But of course, it's a low chance to spawn. But if you do spawn one, they will be on the map for 6 hours. And you do the same thing again. You advance through the quest chain until you get to the part where you unlock spawning epics. Now you can spawn epic cauldrons. But they will have a very low chance to spawn. So you need to be very lucky to spawn an epic. But if you do, they will be on the map for 8 hours. And absolutely tell everybody that you spawn one, because everybody's going to want to come and hit it. Because that's where you're going to get the new epic from. So so all the new cubies will come out of these cauldrons. So let's take a look at all of them. Let's start with the common, right? Here we go. The common this year is actually a randomizer. We have a new randomizer, the Creepy Doll Cubies. Requires 500 white thread to craft. Yeah, and there are 4 Creepy Doll Cubies, and they all have different chances to be printed when you print it. One is extremely hard to print, and one is easy. So let's start with the easy one. Are you guys ready? Okay. All right. Let's see. Who wants to see Delilah? First, creepy doll cubie. Delilah. Okay, here we go. Okay, am I back? I'm gonna wait a little bit. It sounds like I had a issue with my sound. Good, because I was talking rubbish anyway. Anyway, I said to the R team, okay, Ophelia, it's pretty creepy, but we need to go creepier. Next one. Victor. Ooh. I mean, look at him. Victor has seen some shit, you know. Oh my. Patched up. That that little fella did not have a good childhood, you can tell. So yeah, that's definitely creepy though. But I said, you know, now what you do, crank it up to the max. If I would move into a house and I would find Victor on a shelf, I would move out. Okay, I would move out. But we need to go creepier. And that's when Beatrix comes into play. Beatrix is the Missy of the creepy dolls, so super hard to get her. So if you're gonna print her, you'll be very lucky. Yes, now we're talking. I was like, yes, if I see this doll in my house, I will burn my house down. it's just it's just bad. All right, so those are the creepy dolls. Randomizer, different drop rates. Let's go and take a look at the new rare Halloween QB. The new rare Halloween QB. I saw Kevo Strings already guessed it. Of course, it's the Plague Doctor QB. All right, let me see some Plague Doctors in the chat. Who wants to see the Plague Doctor? All right, okay. Okay, Plague Doctor is getting a lot of love. Okay then, I don't know if you guys are ready for it. This is the darkest QB we've ever done. It is, it is something. Here he is. Say hello to the Plague Doctor. This is a rare QB. Requires 1,000 chunks of flesh and 500 corrupted ooze. Corrupted ooze is a new rare resource. And it looks absolutely frightening. I absolutely love it. Yes, rotten flesh indeed. Okay, but there's also an epic, right? There is also an epic. All right, you guys ready for the epic? The new epic Halloween QB dropping from the epic cauldrons is the Banshee QB. Banshee QB. Yeah. Ready to see the Banshee QB? Boom! No comment. Just look at it. Just fantastic. I need this one. I need this one. Right, 2,000 jars of ooze, 1,000 dusty rags, and a moonstone to print the Banshee. Yes, I need this one too. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I don't think I don't spawn much epic colors. My luck is always pretty bad in Halloween, but at least I won't stop until I get the Plague Doctor. All right, but hey, it's Halloween, right? You know what that means. There is another epic. There is another epic. There is another epic. And that's one, that epic, you can only get with the dreaded sacrifice mechanic. The witch is evil. She cooked up another sacrifice mechanic. Not my fault. Blame the witch. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be drama. There's gonna be tears. There's gonna be some fighting on the auction house. And I'm not gonna tell you guys anything. You need to figure it out. What is the mechanic? I'm not gonna give any hints. Just figure it out. That's it. And then one more thing. We'll also have our first Green User Vault quest that will get activated during Halloween. How does that work? Well, if you have a Green User Vault and you stuff it with a witch, every time you solve your Green User Vault, you have a chance that at the next reset, instead of a User Vault, the witch will be there. And the witch will be there for everybody, and everybody can go to your witch and do the witch quest. And if you do the witch quest and you're a new player, you should absolutely try to do as many witch questions as you can. Up to 6 blueprints from previous Halloween events. All the commons and all the rares. The rares are very low drop rate from the witch quest, but the commons are very high. So at the very least, if you haven't gotten any of these QBs, you will do 3 witch quests and you will have 3 cool Halloween QBs. If you already collected all of these, it's still worthwhile doing the witch quest because it's a nice way to get chunks of resources from all the previous Halloween QBs. Now, the chance that the witch quest will spawn is low if you put in a level 1 witch, but if you put the witch in a level 10 Green User Vault and the witch is also level 10, then that chance is increased to 100%. So she will always be there every other day as long as you solve your Green User Vaults. So also this, like I said, this month is a really good month to work on your referral game, and the only thing you need to do is bring your new players to a witch quest, and they will be happy. They will go home with a bunch of really cool cubies. Okay. Oh, blueprints, I mean. Okay, so a little recap to remind the start and end date. So Halloween is right around the corner. 19 days. No, yeah. No, Leppy. October 25th, November 3rd, Halloween. Yep. So the only thing left to do now is a QB battle. Follow. So equip your QBs now. For the battle, it's going to be the Battle of the Elementals. Equip one of these fearsome QBs now. After our Q&A, we're going to spin the wheel. And whatever it lands on one of those 4 QBs, everybody who had that one equipped will get 5 contest boxes. But have no fear, just by participating here, if you have any of these 4 equipped, even if it doesn't win, you will still receive a contest box. Yes, so then it's time now to submit your questions for Q&A. Oh, sorry, one more thing. Next Hunter's Lodge is going to be Sunday, November 10, same time, and that's Hunter's Lodge number 20. All right, Q&A time. I'll see you all in 10 minutes. All right, all right, all right. Test, test.
Quick test also. Looks like I'm lighting up. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Just a reminder to please equip an elemental QB for our QB battle wheel spin at the end of Q&A. So let's start with our first question from WTF Tuma. What happened to the celestial fountains? Are the zodiac holders going to get a new structure or anything else?
Yes, so we're actually working on that. Um, so the Celestial Fountain didn't make it. That ended up on the cutting floor. But we are making something unique for people who held or holding all 12 zodiacs. So that's coming soon, before the end of the year for sure.
Okay, I expect that's all I'll get out of you for that particular question. So let's move on to the next one from Old White Guy. How far apart do fountains have to be?
1,000 meters, 1 kilometer.
1 kilometer, that is the answer. Our next question is from Alan Kill. Can players get explorer points from greens that they solved in the last year?
Yeah, the idea is for us to reset, so wipe the slate clean, so everybody can hit those same greens again one time, first time only, and yellows every year. So that, I don't think we have reset it yet, but it should happen next week, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Our next question is, can players get explorer points from, oh, sorry, we just asked that one. Our next question is, when will the game launch in South America?
Yeah. So we are currently still working down our list of the countries that we announced we were going to launch in. We're almost done. I think there's 8 left: Australia, Germany, Spain, and a bunch of others. So probably I think the next up will be South America, and it will be, my guess would be Q1 2025.
Okay, that's wonderful. Uh, our next question is, when is the new interaction radius active?
Next big patch, which will be
Next big
before
patch.
before before Halloween.
Before Halloween. You heard it here first, everyone. Our next question is from Atrocities. Will you be watching Into the Cubieverse live tonight for a chance to win an exotic stamp?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Atrocities. Our next question is, if there are no basic print shops, how do you stamp a blueprint to make an advanced print shop?
Oh, I probably miscommunicated that. From your HQ, you will be able to stamp blueprints, but only blueprints that require only one stamp, so only the basic stuff.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And the next question is about cauldrons. Is the interaction radius for cauldrons increased too?
I need to check that. I don't want to give an answer, but it should be, but I need to double check that.
And when you check that, can you check if it's a different interaction radius for common, rare versus epic?
Yes, it should be.
Okay, very
But
good.
yeah, like I don't. Okay, let's pin it as a maybe because I need to check it. I don't know.
Okay, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Our next question is from @Hu9. For the new player or for the new Explorer yearly board, definitively, will green and yellow vaults reset for the Explorer points? I think we just answered that at Hu9. The answer is yes. It will be a clean slate, and you'll be able to hit your green and yellow vaults over again for Explorer points. Yes, Illusion Weaver, is that right?
Yeah, only once, once a year. They only
Once a
give out
year.
points once a year. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Our next question is from the Cavalier. Will stuffing a green user vault with an epic Halloween QB increase the chance of spawning a witch quest?
No, no, no. You don't understand. It has to be a witch quest. The only way to spawn the witch quest is to equip to stuff a witch in your green user vault. Any other QB will not do anything.
There you go, everyone.
Has to be a witch.
Okay, very good. Our next question is from Marlov. Do the referral benefits also count for existing referrals? And can Titanium Toaster provide some promotional material to help promote the game?
Yes and yes.
Okay, excellent. So you heard that. The referral benefits will count for existing referrals. Our next question is from Team Tanager via our moderator, Bearded and Hunter. How often can you mint NFT QBs in the advanced print shop?
Hold on. We can't mint NFT cubies just yet, so we haven't announced that. So in a future Hunter Lodge, I will talk about that.
Okay,
Unless he's
very
talking
good.
about the digital art. And the way it works is if you mint anything on the blockchain, you take it out of the game into the blockchain, and that's it. So you can't mint it multiple times because it's gone from your inventory. It now doesn't exist anymore in the game. It only exists on the blockchain.
Okay, very good. Our next question is from Import. What happens to vaults that are already built on bank tags?
We don't override anything that players already built. So if you have a vault on a bank tag, that will not become a vending machine. So the goal is to have vending machines everywhere. So
When you
just
say
find a
vending machine, do you mean a
sorry,
airdrop
yeah.
terminal?
I mean the CoinQuest terminals. Yes.
Yes,
So
the
just
CoinQuest
go
terminal.
look just go look in another neighborhood to find a CoinQuest terminal.
Okay, thank you very much. Our next question is from L. Will resources drop from all vaults for Halloween, or will they only drop from cauldrons and the Witch Quest?
Cauldrons, only cauldrons.
Only cauldrons. Okay.
It's
Our
always
next
been like that for Halloween, right?
Yes. Our next question is from Wayfinder73. Will there be any change to the interaction radius in build mode?
Oh, that's a good question. I need to check that. I would assume that should be the same. Yes, we're gonna make that. And if it's not, we'll make it so. I think build mode we need to also be a little bit more lenient there because I sometimes it's really annoying. One time I wanted to upgrade my white user vault and it was raining and there was a little roof where I could stand under, but from that roof I was just out of range to interact with my vault, so that was annoying.
Yes. So I will put that on a note to remind you to check that along with the cauldron interaction radius. Okay. Our next question is from Lady D. I moved recently. Can I destroy and rebuild my advanced print shop?
Yes, you can do that now. Just open a support ticket, ask for what you want to get destroyed, and they will do that for you.
Okay. Our next question is will there ever be a way to get past the sacrifice Halloween QB blueprints in the future? I think they mean in the quest chain.
No,
No, can't
no,
be. That doesn't make sense. um, okay, so I guess the answer is no. There's
no,
no bypassing the sacrifice to get the secret
no, no.
epic.
That's it.
Okay, our next question is from Boot Scooting Boogie. Will the Buy It Now feature be disabled during the Halloween event? Super excited for the Halloween event. QBs look great. Nice work.
Will not be disabled.
It will not be disabled. There you go. Our
No.
next question is will we ever get a resin buff drink from coffee shops?
I don't want to spoil any beans about stuff that will be in future Hunter Lodge, but we are working on two more
Okay,
consumables.
that sounds wonderful. Our next question is from Gold Miner. When are the fountains going live and will they be doing another tag poll before that?
This month, and yes,
This month, and yes, very definitive. Our next question is from Minel Jr. I didn't know Minel had Junior. Uh, Banshee blueprints be in the quest line.
yes. If you get to the end of the question line and you don't need it to drop from the epic cauldron, you will just get it from the quest line as long as you pay the red key. So as soon as you pay the red key, you get to that point, you get the Banshee blueprint. Boom,
Okay,
easy.
all right. That sounds pretty definitive. Um, our next question is when are we getting buildable cosmetics like trees and benches?
I'm hopeful. Christmas event will have our first sets of cosmetic structures where you can Christmify your entire neighborhood.
That sounds so sweet. Awesome. Our next question is will the increased interaction radius be in place for Halloween? Which I believe you answered earlier, and the answer is yes, it will be. Um, our next question is what will happen to all the cubies in print shops when they are removed? All the lonely cubies.
Oh, the plan right now is to just send them to the owners once we remove the print shops.
Oh, that sounds so nice. They can finally join their
Yeah,
neglected
some people might
neighbors.
get a whole bunch of cubies in their in their mailroom suddenly.
Okay. Our next question is from Dan CHW. For the new referrals to count on the October leaderboard, do they have to start playing in October? Or can they have
No.
started earlier and then just reach the HQ level 2 or 3 in October?
Yes, that works. If they start in September but reach HQ level 2 in October, it will count for October.
All right, very good. Our next question is from Huntress. Hi, will crypto export terminals still be coming down the pipeline? If so, what is the difference between airdrop terminals and export terminals?
Okay, so the export terminals will be like an upgraded version of the CoinQuest terminals, and they will combine two functionalities. The crypto terminals will allow everything that the CoinQuest terminals does, plus they will also allow for to cash in the export tokens, the Solana export tickets. So they will do both.
Okay. Our next question is from Donnie Tsunami. Are there any resources being put towards increasing game stability? Cubieverse
Mm.
crashes very often, and it can be frustrating at times to have to close and reopen the game because of these random crashes.
I 100% agree with that. And the truth is that for the last like 8 months, we've been focused very heavily, most of our resources in increasing the new player experience. And but now that's finally behind us. So now moving forward, the two main areas for focus for us going to be three main areas. It's one, NFTs, two, more events, more coin quests, and more other events. I think Farmer Hank was a good example of that. We'll see more stuff like that popping in. And then tree stability.
Okay, that's really good. Our next question is from Lexi Lamb. What is going to happen if we do not reach 1,000 participants in the JHH CoinQuest?
Everybody gets their crystal keys back, and we will just try again at a future date
Okay,
until we hit the thousands.
okay,
But let's not just assume we're not going to get it. I just want everybody to do their best, try to get some old players back. Do whatever you can. It's really easy to get 3 million GHH and sign up for the ATA terminals. So
okay.
I'm confident that if that we can do this together.
Kind of a related question. Does their JHH that they earned in this CoinQuest get saved or does it disappear and then they have
No,
to try again the next one?
we have to try again next one. So if we don't make it, then we just have to try again.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Makiki Tiki. Can we get a smaller radius for advanced print shops since the common print shops are going away?
You probably mean the boundaries
Yes, the
to build
boundaries.
stuff. Yes, we are looking into reducing that. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Um, from L, can cauldrons all spawn at the same time this year, or do we have to wait for the cooldown on one to be up before we can spawn a different rarity of cauldron?
No, you don't. You can spawn all three. You could solve three vaults, and the first one spawns a common, the second an epic, and the third one a rare. As long as you unlock those in the quest chain. Eh? Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And that is the end of our questions today. So if you'll switch to my screen now.
Yep.
Do I have to share? I do have to share.
Yeah.
One
Yep.
moment,
Yep.
please. There we go. And the time is 12:04 Pacific time. So we're going to give it a minute. This is the 12:04 is the last time that you were allowed to pick a elemental QB for
Nope.
this
Don't
QB
spin yet.
battle.
Huh?
I'm
Let's
not
see.
going to spin yet.
Let's see what people think. Who's gonna win? Let's see it in the chat. Earth, fire, wind, or water. I see a fire. Somebody's saying fire.
I have a soft spot for water because of all the bubbles.
Air. Earth. Okay. One of each now. Earth. Okay, a lot of Earths. Damn. Air, air, air. Okay. Air. Oh. Okay. Okay. It's kind of all over the place. I like it. I like it. All right. Let's spin it. Let's see.
Okay. And again, the time.
I have water equipped, so I'm rooting for water.
Oh, okay. Let's go and see what happens.
Woo! Go water. Oh shit.
Oh, no. No, it's definitely. Oh, it's.
Yo!
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
wow. Okay. Let's go.
That was very on the
That was
line.
close.
But it looks like the picker wheel has picked Earth QB to be the winner. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a great weekend.
Thanks everybody. Happy hunting. And yeah, I'll see you at Halloween. Looking for cold.